A new farming simulator is being developed in Poland, and it aims to enter the competitive world of agricultural simulation games. Ultimate Farmer is a completely independent project, but a very ambitious one. Until now, I haven't mentioned it here on the channel, so today I decided to prepare a full episode to summarize everything that's already known. Will Ultimate Farmer become the first farming game where soil and weather truly affect gameplay? How far will realism go? And can an independent project, without big funding or any support from a major studio, compete with Giants Software? Finally, what can we expect from the game, and when will it release? I'll try to answer all those questions in today's video. Let's start with the person behind the project. It's Cynic96, the author of many popular mods, especially for the older farming simulators. To be honest with you, I personally don't know his work that well. Back in the days of Farming Simulator 11 and Farming Simulator 13, I simply didn't play with Polish mods. I mostly used the base game equipment. Maybe I wasn't that interested in mods back then. And besides, if I wanted to see an Ursus, I just had to walk down a village road. There were plenty of them around. When I played the old farming simulators, what I really wanted was to use modern machinery, because that's what I didn't have around me. I never saw those big machines in real life, so at least in the game I could experience them. Anyway, many of you probably know this creator well. On March 3rd, he posted this image on his Facebook page. At that time, there wasn't much known about what was coming, but on March 4th, the very next day, Cynic96 shared another AI-generated graphic and asked players what they expected from modern farming simulators, apart from 3D soil and pitchforks, of course. Those were the first hints that something big might be in the works. Then, on March 8th, the cards were on the table. Cynic announced that he was working on a major new project. Here's what he wrote. For the past couple of years, my job was heavily associated with using AI for development and implementation of technical advancements in my industry. The opportunities that were presented to us in many cases were not achievable on such a scale before. Even though I haven't been actively modding for the past couple of years, the thought of creating a next-level farming game has never left me and always stayed at the back of my head. It was only when the latest Unreal Engine was released and I fully experienced its capabilities as a player that I started wondering how to implement the technologies I work with into Unreal Engine and everything I learned and enjoyed doing as a modder. You can read the full post on his Facebook page. I recommend it. But that's when the new farming simulator was officially announced. At that time, Cynic said that the official name and website would be revealed later. When I was preparing this video, there still wasn't much new information, but on August 2nd, he confirmed that both the name and the official website would be unveiled the following month. And finally, on September 29th, we learned the title, Ultimate Farmer. The project is currently in pre-development. It's completely independent, not backed by any major studio, but it's not a one-man project either. Cynic is working with a small team of collaborators, serving as the main designer and creative lead. Thanks to his years of modding experience, he's now building a game entirely from scratch. He also has a background in creative production and technological processes, using artificial intelligence tools in his professional work. Now he's combining all those passions, modding, technology, and AI, to create a brand new farming simulator. At this stage, the project is not externally funded, which I find admirable. Let me explain why. I'm not against crowdfunding. Absolutely not. But I really respect creators who first build something, show what they can do, and only then consider collecting funds. Or even better, who finance the whole thing themselves and later sell the finished product. Because sometimes, and I want to make it clear this is not about Cynic, there are cases where people raise money for a game that never materializes. With self-financing, things are straightforward. You invest your own time, money, and energy, and only when you have something to show, ideally a finished product, do you release it. I really respect that approach. The developers aren't focusing on quantity or rushing a release. Instead, they're building strong technological foundations. They could easily flood Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube with flashy teasers, but they're not doing that. Cynic posts updates only occasionally. Until now, I haven't commented on the project because I wasn't sure what exactly was being developed. Over the past few weeks, I've done my research and gathered all available information, and just when my script was ready, the official website went live. That was perfect timing, so I decided to adjust my script and record this episode today. So, what's the goal? The main objective right now is to create a playable prototype. It will be simple but functional. The team has set 4 main goals. First, realistic machine behavior. Vehicles should react naturally to both control and terrain with fully simulated soil physics. Second, dynamic soil. The ground should change and deform depending on machine work. Third, realistic plant growth. Crops will grow gradually and continuously, not in sudden stages like in Farming Simulator. In real life, wheat doesn't stay the same for a whole month and then suddenly grow 15 centimeters overnight, and that's the kind of realism the team wants to achieve. Fourth, meaningful player choices. Decisions will have real gameplay consequences, though the exact mechanics are still unknown. Once those goals are met, they'll begin expanding the game, adding new systems, testing with players, and gradually implementing more features. The developers emphasize that this is a long-term project. We shouldn't expect another farming simulator in the next few months, maybe not even next year, but that's not the point. What's most exciting to me are the technologies being used. Ultimate Farmer is built on the latest version of Unreal Engine, which opens up possibilities that were previously out of reach. A custom physics system will handle soil deformation, machine movement, and collisions. The world will be divided into modular sections, allowing for huge maps, far larger than the 2x2 kilometer limitation in Farming Simulator. AI-assisted tools will be used for modeling, lighting, environment generation, and even optimization. Artificial intelligence will also be used for animations, texture work, and performance tuning. From the start, the developers defined three main pillars for the project. 1. Realism with control. Machines should behave like real ones, reacting to weight, terrain, and driving style, but players can choose between full simulation or a more casual experience. DWA, system first. Instead of hard-coded actions, the game will feature systems that dynamically react to player behavior. For example, crop health depending on weather, deformable terrain under machinery, or growth based on real time rather than timers. Tree, future-friendly architecture. The game is being designed to be modular and expandable, allowing for multiplayer, modding tools, or licensed machinery in the future. Right now, those features aren't planned for the first version, but the approach itself is smart. It prevents the need for a full rebuild later just to add one new feature. The game will be developed together with players, modders, and farming enthusiasts. Their feedback will shape its evolution. An official website is already live, featuring progress updates, frequently asked questions, and a public roadmap with short and long-term goals. A developer and technical blog are also planned, along with testing invitations, first for select testers, then for a wider audience. Anyone interested, whether a player, modder, artist, or agricultural expert, can apply to participate. I really encourage you to visit Cynic's Facebook page and the official Ultimate Farmer website. I'm personally rooting for this project because competition in this genre is healthy. A brand new farming simulator would give players real choice, and that's always a good thing. I'm curious what you think. Hopefully the developers can achieve what they've set out to do, and I can promise you one thing. I'll be following and covering all updates about this game right here on the channel. That's all for today. The comment section is yours. Tell me what you think about Ultimate Farmer. See you next time.